Cynthia Beck, Master Hypnotist, here again with tape 2 on what happens in the brain when you are stressed. So we've known a long time about the effects of adrenaline on the body. You hear stories about how people have superhuman strength and can move a car off a child when they don't have that strength normally. But we haven't known for very long what happens in the brain when adrenaline kicks in, when your fight or flight mechanism kicks in. What happens in the brain is that blood flow gets moved around. Blood is moved from the prefrontal cortex right here behind your forehead, and it's moved into the center of the brain where the amygdala and the hypothalamus are. And the amygdala and the hypothalamus are those organs that give you the sensation of fear or anger, so that your body will either fight, flight, or freeze. Because in essence, what that is about is that your body, when it goes into that state, actually thinks it's going to be prey. You're going to be eaten by a lion or tiger or bear, oh my. And it doesn't want you to think about the best of the 104 ways there are to run from said tigers, lions, and bears. Because by the time you do that, you're going to be tiger food. And so it puts a lot of blood into the emotional centers so that you will act in defense of your physiology. Well, that's fine if you're actually under attack. But most of us are lucky enough never to have that experience. And yet, our brains go into fight or flight often. Why is that? What the mind can imagine, with a vivid imagination, the body is compelled to obey. So when we think of things that could be harmful to us or would have a negative consequence, things like if you have a fear of driving, getting into a car accident, or fear of flying, or fear of your boss firing you, or fear of any of the number of things that the media puts on the screen. Your body actually reacts as though that is happening in the moment. And as a result, many of us are very, very stressed. In fact, our bodies never come out of fight or flight. There are so many things to get done, so many demands in our life. The technology has sped everything up, and we are anxious. In fact, that's really what anxiety is. Anxiety is blood in the wrong places in the brain. And if you don't have any blood in the part of the brain that thinks, the prefrontal cortex, you're not thinking clearly when you're anxious. And so learning a hypnosis process can help you release anxiety and visualize the behavior that you want and not the behavior that you don't want. Exactly how that happens, I'll explain in tape 3.